Hello and welcome to the Palm Beaches TV Now. I'm your host Theo Dorsey. Today, we're stepping back in time to explore the unique retro spots that make Palm Beach County, Florida a vibrant and nostalgic destination. Join me as we dive into a new episode of On the Town in the Palm Beaches with Frank Licari. This one's all about going retro in the Palm Beaches. First up, we'll take a sweet trip down memory lane where old school candy classics and modern treats collide.
We're kicking off this episode at one of the most unique candy stores I've ever seen, a candy wonderland where you can taste your way through the decades. I'm gonna do a lot of eating while I'm here. Is that okay? Because I
have a lot of candy. I have a PhD in research psychology.
Amazing, and of course that translated perfectly into opening up a candy store.
Of course, because
I love
research
that.
on candy.
I love that. How do you get into this?
I got into this because of my family. My brother started this years ago. He started selling candy at state fairs and festivals all over the country, like at the South Florida Fair. And then he kind of built it up to a while, and I was doing corporate work, and I said, I don't like it. I'm going to go sell candy. And I've never looked back 20 years later.
I love that.
We've grown over the years, and it's changed a lot, but it's a lot of fun, especially dealing with people, because you get to see smiles, and people walk in. You're not going to believe it. They walk in and say, I'm like a kid in a candy store.
That's exactly how you feel, literally and figuratively.
Yep. We do specialize in a lot of things people haven't seen in a long time.
And you've got, you run the gamut because you've got packaged candies, but you also have, there's a whole chocolate section up there too.
We have chocolate that we make in-house. We have about 70 flavors of popcorn. And then we also have a selection of just bulk candies that we bring in for people who want to try just a little bit of this, a little bit of that, saltwater taffies and hard candies, and there's a lot of retro candies in there too. We try and bring back the stuff that people remember from when they were kids.
It's just a store, but it's also almost feels like a little bit of a museum almost a little bit for families, right?
We actually consider it a destination because people can come, they can get candy they haven't seen in forever, they can get a lot of candy. And then we have our candy tour, which is a 1-hour guided tour of the history of candy from ancient times to more modern candy, show you how candy is made, and we even have a candy room decorated in candy. We have a lot of really cool stuff in here, a lot of nostalgia. This is stuff from the original Willy Wonka movie. This is a golden ticket signed by each of the kids that played in the original movie.
Wow.
We like to think candy is happy.
It is happy.
So we like to make people happy.
Tasting, like you don't forget what something tastes like. So it brings you back to when you were 4 and 5 years old.
Exactly.
Right?
Oh yeah.
That's pretty powerful stuff.
Maybe I'll use my psychology degree and we'll start.
This is what I do, Ken.
That hit the sweet spot. Next, we'll do some time traveling in Delray Beach to check out some vintage machines that are still lighting up the room.
If you loved hitting the arcade as a kid, there is a spot in Delray with over 150 pinball machines. And the ride over is epic. When I walk in here, it reminds me of my upbringing.
Yes, it's bring back memories from way back in the days.
Right?
So when people walk through the door, they normally be like, oh, this bring back a lot of memories. Oh, we're a kid again. We feel alive.
Yeah.
It's like,
and it's a rare type of business where the parents can come in with the kids and they're both having fun.
yes.
Right? You've got the old school
Yeah,
pinball.
so we have the oldest one is the kick out. That's like a boxing game. That's from the 1950. And then US recent game we have is Gullico. That was published in September 2021.
Whoa.
And all the games are unlimited free play.
That's a no-brainer. That's awesome. This is a cool thing even for kids because a lot of them don't even know what this is, right? They walk in here and go, wait a second, I didn't even know this existed, this type of machine,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So you're getting that kind of cool. What's the most popular game in here?
The most popular game is skee-ball. Everybody loves skee-ball.
I mean, that's the simplest one.
Yeah, but it's so old, retro school. Whenever kids come in, whenever they come through the door, they're like, oh, skee-ball, I want to play skee-ball. So it's like everybody, most popular game is skee-ball.
This is so cool. You got gumball machines and all the retro stuff. It's a kind of an experience. I kind of lose myself as I come in here.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yes, you do, yes.
You leave at the end of the day with like the ringing of the machines in your ears?
All right. For the first off, yes, but now because I get used to it, I do not hear it.
You've lost your hearing at this point?
Yes, I do not hear it anymore.
You don't hear anything?
Come on, that's way more fun than playing games on your phone. Our last stop takes us to Ragtops Palm Beach, where we'll check out one of the finest collections of vintage cars in the region.
Now I'm shifting gears at Ragtops. Part showroom, part museum, but all American fun.
If you look at some of these cars, the beauty, the design, the color, I mean, it's fabulous. I mean, my favorites are the 30s and 40s, which are not that popular right now to buy and sell, but they're beautiful to look at.
You do something that I like to call adult kid stuff. How and when did this come to you?
I was on an airplane coming back from my previous job, and I decided what I really, really wanted to do. And I wanted to open up a place called Ragtop, sell convertibles and Avantis. And I've been able to do both since 1980.
You come up with that idea just like that from the beginning?
Right on a plane. I trademarked the name. I knew exactly what I wanted to do and went and did it. We started at a gas station with 3 cars. I have all 3 of the cars.
That's amazing.
Then we got bigger and we started buying the properties next to us, and then we just got bigger. It just kind of happened.
How do you start to acquire the other ones? Like locally?
People would just give me their cars. I mean, I guess I have an honest face.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, here's my car, here's my title. Call me when it sells. Okay. I used to take watches in trade. Yeah, it's fun. I take antiques in trade. Look at the shell car. Great people and just phenomenal cars. This is a car culture because we can drive them 12 months a year.
That's exactly
with the
right.
top downs, hence a ragtop.
You're part museum,
Yeah,
right? You've
right.
got history in here
Right.
for almost 100 years.
No question.
Right? And you can buy every one of these?
Right, can buy every one of them. You know?
And most of them are now, they're not all yours, right? They're
No, they're all mine.
They're all yours
They're
now?
all mine.
Every one of these cars?
They're all mine.
Gosh, you're a good guy to know.
But they could be yours.
They could be.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's welcome to come in and, and every one of these cars run. Every one of these cars, somebody says, oh, can that car be driven? Well, in 1951, that Ford was driven every day. So why not drive it now? It's in the same shape it was in 1951.
It's really incredible.
It's kind of fun. Well, we sell stuff you don't need, so there's no pressure. So when you walk in and you start, let's say you look
really
at this
funny
car.
line you
Okay,
just said.
it's a great line.
That's a great line.
But it's true.
I love that line.
It's good.
Talk about rolling in style. From a candy wonderland to pinball wizards and classic cars, Retro in the Palm Beaches gives us all the vintage vibes. To watch the full episode featured today, along with previous episodes of On the Town in the Palm Beaches with Frank Licari, visit the on-demand section at thepalmbeaches.tv. I'm Theo Dorsey. Thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in again next week.